Y'all know what time it is. We're here for part 2 of Son of Baki. My boy Pickles is in Japan. And you know what time it is. We're so close to see King Resu fight. Because that's my fight. My boy Resu has always been my dude. I don't care what anybody say. Let's jump into it.
Large military aircraft that you see here on the tarmac at Haneda Airport is the thing that's been causing such a stir, both here and in the U.S. We're told it's a primitive human. Is that right, Professor?
Yes, in layman's terms.
That would be a professor.
He comes from the Jurassic period. Yes, so they have.
And there he is. Our crew is live inside the terminal where the primitive man has just arrived, escorted by armed guards. There, we're getting a good first look at him.
That's him.
We were warned he was large, but in fact, he's enormous. At least 6.5 feet tall and wearing quite an imposing glare. It looks to me like
He's sizing everybody up. This guy's on his guard.
Holy crap. He looks strong. Really strong.
Gotta
he
be.
seems not just primitive, but savage. A very intimidating fellow, wouldn't you say? And here's our reporter. Is it possible for you to get a word with the primitive man himself?
Yes, I'll go over to him now. Excuse me, just one question.
Stop. No interview.
Again, primitive man. That what y'all think he gonna be able to say? He's going Yujiro. She got the Yujiro Hanma treatment.
The primitive man's sudden and overtly sexual attack on the defenseless reporter was so savage, so shocking, no one could truly process what they were seeing. Some struggled to exert some control over the situation, while others merely stared in disbelief. And while everyone reacted in their own way,
How about y'all should have never went close to the caveman?
All cameras were focused on just one thing. One big question.
Why I gotta see that?
Where would the aim of his appetite point next? Would he penetrate further into the throng of people?
Penetrate.
With everyone watching. And all of Japan breathlessly waiting.
Understood before trying to go up on him.
I'm live here outside the U.S. military base, where a large crowd of angry citizens has assembled. As you can hear, they're protesting the U.S. military's refusal to release a comment about the horrific rape of a popular news reporter by the primitive man they're holding. They haven't indicated whether or not he'll be charged with a crime. Without
What can y'all charge him with?
It's likely that the anger of those demonstrators is only going to increase.
I know you have Pickle in there. I'm coming in.
Shit, you had to tell me twice. Big dog rest.
Can you believe it took them over a month to build this thing? I mean, seriously? A tire swing, a magazine rack, a koi pond, and a plastic dinosaur. This entire setup seems pretty sloppy and half-baked to me. I wonder if he even enjoys any of it.
Shut up, there are cameras and microphones everywhere.
What he said? What he said that would have got y'all in trouble? Not a big.
This must be where the primitive man is kept. They built a base within a base. An open hatchway. And this one's open too. It's as if somebody else snuck in before me.
Don't know that dude. I forgot.
Kosho Shinogi. That's right, Retsu. Why are you here? So he got to you too. I know you're here to see Pickle. His strength and power are obvious to see. His appetite's so raw that he whips it out and goes for it without caring who watches. And now with the flame of your curiosity lit, you suddenly show up here in the middle of the night.
Uh-oh.
I know
He
that
calling you
because
out,
I want to
Retsu.
see him myself. And if it's even remotely possible, I want to fight him. It would appear that we're thinking the same thing, you and I. In fact, we are kindred spirits. We ought to welcome one another with a warm handshake, but that won't happen. Because I was here first, Retsu.
He was, Reps.
Got a problem with that?
Hate to break it to you, Shinogi, but you weren't the first one to get here.
Big dope.
Jack. Koki?
So the whole squad, basically.
Guess I didn't time my entrance very well. But that won't make a bit of difference. Katsumi Orochi?
Hey, wait a minute here. Did you guys really plan a party and forget to invite me to it?
You're here too, Jaku?
Jaku, bro, you not really a fighter like that, though.
Quite the reunion. We've got one hell of a group here.
It's getting embarrassing if you ask me. Bunch of badasses, dressed up like ninjas and sneaking around, all for some caveman.
It's embarrassing for sure.
Surprised to see you here, Jaku.
I wouldn't miss this for the world. You should know that, Orochi. Social education is an important aspect of martial arts. So they can live life properly, it's vital that we teach that to all promising youth.
To who? Did you just call Pickle a promising youth?
Yeah, be more your grandfather.
We're all the same. We want to fight. So bad we can hardly stand it. Why else did we all break in here?
Not to have a pizza party with a bunch of dudes, that's for sure.
I think we'd all admit that Pickle is what we came here for.
The question is,
Who will get to fight Pickle?
I think maybe before we do that, we should see what Pickle himself is up to, huh?
Knocked out.
Sound asleep.
Even with all this racket going on, Caveman's just taking a little nap.
I think you're wrong. I think he knows full well we're out here. But he took one look at us and decided we're no threat to him.
Jack ain't having it.
Looks like you're...
And not too many people his size.
Damn it.
Bruh, cover your mouth.
Hello, Pickle, and welcome to the future.
Uh-oh.
I see the gang's all here. Y'all look like the winning team at the Ugly convention.
He ain't shit.
Oh yeah? You trying to say you're not part of this crew yourself? See, that's why no one wants you around, Katsumi. Not me, not Baki, not even your own damn father.
Damn.
You come crashing in here without any kind of plan and just hope it'll all work out. Deep down, you know you're gonna lose, but you keep trying to put a brave face on it to try to finally impress your dad. You
Called
figure
him
if you
out.
just avoid getting killed, somebody will save your sorry ass in the end. Just like that, Yujiro saw right through the brash young fighter, almost as if he could read his mind. And his harsh insults left Katsumi with only one predictable option.
Should be back down, but... Again, how do he do this type of stuff, bro?
Go and play cat's cradle in the corner. stand back. Let's you and I meet. Don't need it.
Y'all can't mess with this, man. I can't wait for the CJ the Champ video.
Honey, I'm home. Listen, pal. You're a warrior from ancient times who's been shamefully named after a goddamn salted vegetable. You deserve better than that. And though you may not understand me, I think you can sense my meaning. Just like an infant who can't understand language but still understands his mother's love. I want you to understand just what we're feeling. The 9 of us you see assembled here have come only to fight you. Out of our respect for you. In the time you come from, the time of the most powerful animals to ever roam the earth, you use them as your source of food. If you merely wanted to eat, there were other, easier ways to do that.
Facts.
You chose to prey on the biggest, strongest creatures on the entire planet. And that got my attention.
Only Yujiro. That man remembering his time. Yeah, I wouldn't want my back against that wall.
The son of a bitch made me pull a move on him. And then, he stood up. And with that one simple action, he made certain that any remaining doubts the 9 warriors may have had were erased completely. As humans
Give him some
submit to
pain.
civilization, many of our body's raw abilities disappear. So to behold even a simple action from a body that still maintains all those abilities is a thing of wonder and beauty. How could they leave having seen it? Their jealousy was unbearable.
Attention, you in the enclosure! I'm calling Mr. Yujiro Hanma! Come out immediately! We have the building completely surrounded! Escape is impossible!
This hadn't gonna have nephews, y'all.
Mr. Hanma, I'm Commander Henry of the United States 301st Battalion. I'm terribly sorry to interrupt you this evening, sir. But we need to talk.
That might just be the most polite "you're under arrest" speech I've ever heard, Commander.
Facts.
Not an arrest. In this country, the U.S. Army doesn't have the authority to make an arrest.
How'd you know I was the intruder before I came out?
That was no intrusion. You walked right in through the front gate and my guard stood and watched you go.
That's
When
intrusion.
I realized they never even called for backup, and I saw how many other guards had been put out of action on the base, I knew at once who it was. It couldn't be anyone but the Ogre, Yujiro Hanma.
You got a lot of nerve trying to butter me up.
That's not what I meant, sir. It's just that meeting you is a great honor for me as a soldier.
So what did you call me out here to tell me?
Only this, sir. Pickle is a one-of-a-kind cultural treasure who belongs to humanity. He should stay unsullied and untouched.
He's not leaving us unsullied and untouched.
Draw.
On one condition. You let the other 8 in there leave too.
But what about all the damages?
So you need a new fake dinosaur and some fresh paint on the walls. You know those guys didn't mean any harm. All they wanted was to see Pickle.
Man, Yujiro is a good guy at the end of the day.
Hey, if that doesn't work for you, Commander.
No. That's not what I'm saying.
And thus the saga of the nighttime intrusion by the world's most powerful men came to a peaceful end.
I like that hungry look you've got in your eye.
The warriors were driven 10 miles away from the military base, where they were released. All but one, that is.
Only 8, huh, Yujiro? He totally knew I was here. Nice meeting ya.
Even Pickle like, huh? I hope y'all love the Baki new season. I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm out.